Oh man, it's Mario time. Yes, it is Mario o'clock. So, before I dive on in, I just wanted to say I felt really weird at the end of last week's stream because while I completely stand by everything that I said on stream, I don't like losing my temper on stream, and I get very frustrated because I'd like to be able to be level-headed and cool about things all the time, but I can't. I'm a person. So I hope that you will all stick around with me, and hopefully we won't have any more confrontations like that. I am a bit more prepared now, expecting potentially something weird in scenes with Peach occasionally. Although I don't think that they're doing it pointlessly. I think they are doing something. But yeah, if anybody is not comfortable with the opinions that I hold as a very loud, outspoken, and very politically motivated feminist, this is probably not the place for you. But on the other hand, if that makes you feel like you are welcome and safe and comfortable here, please come on in. I don't want to make a place that is cold and uninviting, but at the same time, sometimes making a space inviting for some people makes it uninviting for other people. And so like I said, I stand by what I say, I stand by who I am, I stand by what I believe in, and I just don't want to have to swear at people who are watching my stream. I don't like the way that feels. So hopefully we can avoid that. But if it comes up again, I will probably do that again. Alright. God, this song is so good. It's so good. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, is this gonna happen as I play through the rest of the Thousand Year Door? Am I going to wind up feeling uncomfortable with people and feeling uncomfortable with the game? Which I totally didn't expect at all. But I don't know. I guess the good news is that having that in my archive fairly early on will probably help people decide quicker whether this is the right playthrough and the right channel for them. So yeah, last time we fought Hooktail, the hook shell, although I think it took us until the very end to swap to our shelled friend. Let's see, we had a bonding moment with Coops' dad, and then we had to come back here so that we could figure out where the next star is. And then we had an interlude where we got to see Peach, which set me off ranting about their decision to objectify a character. Now, I will say about that, I had forgotten, because I haven't seen Mario RPG in a very long time, but apparently Mario has a shower off screen, and so this could have been a callback to that, but perhaps the differences in how the two were handled is very telling about the exact things that I ranted about last time. But other than that, like, no, Peach does seem like she's going to have some sense of agency. Once again, she's going to be trying to communicate what's going on to Mario, feeding information to him. And there's a computer who is in love or lust with her, so that will be very exciting. In her, she's in the unfortunate bad guy's kidnapping base. Which, meanwhile, Bowser has another interlude, which is great. As somebody said, somebody left a comment basically that Bowser's the best character, and that is a thing that makes everything a bit better. And it's true. Having Limerence, that's the perfect way of describing it, Phil. Yes, that is the perfect way of describing it. It's not even a proper crush. That is the way that TEC, that Tech, feels about Peach. But yeah, no, Bowser's awesome. Bowser's mad that somebody else has kidnapped his not girlfriend without his approval. So he's got to go kidnap her back. I mean, I think as a villain, Bowser is kind of like funny, charming, and okay, but a little flat. As an anti-hero, he's extremely lovable. So I'm a fan. I think Bowser is great. He's way more interesting. As Nintendo continues making games with him in it, he becomes a more and more interesting character, and he's definitely going to be the best part of the movie. Because I mean, like, Jack Black is going to just completely own that role. It's going to be great. But yeah, so the difference between limerence and a crush and love and lust, like, these are all ways of having an interest in a person. But like, crush involves an actual connection on some level, whereas I think limerence is just feelings. There's a better definition, I'm sure, from an actual dictionary. I am not, despite popular opinion, I'm not actually a dictionary myself, and therefore I am not able to give you a textbook definition of a word. But limerence is one more step removed from actually knowing and being interested in somebody in a meaningful way. And I think that is a better description for how Tech is feeling about Peach. Someone that Tech does not know. The silly, giddy phase of a relationship? Oh, that's right! I spent all of my money! Oh, that's funny, Recliner Otter. No. I spent all of my money on a giggle hammer. Why is there a giggle hammer in the game? I don't know, but I own it. So we're using it. Yeah, so I have to hit this mouse on the head. But I don't think I'm going to do the side quests. I think I want to go onward and get back into playing the game properly. I hope that's alright with everybody. I'm feeling like... Oh, that's right, Luigi, who is the best. Yeah! Feed the nibbles. I'm never sure whether I'm remembering the Chomp's name correctly, or whether it's the same name that I've been saying. So I'm either saying the correct name over and over again, or I'm saying a different wrong name every single time, and I have no idea which it is because my memory is not that great. Oh, it's actually Nibbles! Good job! Wrong button. Crystal stars. Not to be confused with crystal gems. So there's another doorway down here, if I remember correctly, that is going to take us to where we're going. What is that? Why is there a pile of junk? Somebody needs to clean up. Where is it? Hello, buddy. I'm not going to jump on your head. I know you really want to kill me, but I'm not gonna. That's the wrong one. No. What is the button? That's not the button. That's the button. Sir Chomp-a-Lot. That's a good name. It's a very good name. I want that treasure chest. I can't get there. What is this? What goes through here again? The only way to get through here is by being paper. So I assume that means that this is... No, that's not where I'm supposed to go. I already did this before. Yes, Sir Chompington. Oh wait, this was just a fortune teller. See, look at this. Like, we can have like an infinite number. Oh, or Pringles. They could be Pringles. That's true, Blue Glass. For anybody who doesn't get the Pringles reference, that was when I played Horizon Zero Dawn, which I want to make a video for why Horizon Zero Dawn is the best written game that I think I've ever played. I don't know. Okay, she's not gonna jump. She's gonna... What else do you have? Tactics? Appeal, yes. Oh no! What a butt. Okay, I'm gonna hammer this guy again. Anyway, sorry. Horizon Zero Dawn is really, really good, but very different from this game. Yes, I have regen. I am a fan of regen. I'm sorry. Oh man, so my roommate was playing Super Mario World for like just a couple of seconds so that she could get credit for turning it on or doing something on the Switch. I don't know what. I'm not quite sure what the deal is. But I was excited because I was like, oh, I know this music. And then I was like, hey, you know what else plays this music? Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So I'm gonna get a boat at some point. So this is where I came from. I'm sorry, Kumbella. But I don't have a boat now. So I think... I don't know that she fumbled every jump. I think that I caused every jump to fail. Oh, I was going to do this all the way over. Oh. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go. So I hope you're ready for me to be completely lost and confused. But it's down here. It is down here somewhere. Okay, I already stomped on that guy. Let's see what we can do. That's where I came from. I can't blow things up yet. Because I don't have the ability to bomb things with my face. I can't do anything here. So I'm going to have to go down a pipe. Is this the pipe? This might be the pipe. Is this the pipe? Or is that the pipe? You know, I liked the bomb mask. It was great. I mean, sure, I took damage for bombing things, but like, that's fine. Okay. What's through here again? I do not remember this, so I'm gonna go through here again. Oh, right, I can't do this yet. At least I assume I can't do this yet. No, not even close. Okay. I could bomb things with if Jennifer, you know, if Jennifer joined my party, he could bomb things. Okay, there does not appear to be anything I can do here. Hold on. I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. I'll figure it out. I actually don't know if I will figure it out. So let you skip that. I'm sorry, Goombella. I'm a bad friend sometimes. It's fine. Just get a little bit munched on. Oh! You're new? Alright, Goombella says, Mario, did you see that? That was one of the things Professor Frankly described. Oh, shoot! Okay, so apparently wandering around lost is, in fact, a thing that I can do, that I'm supposed to do here. Alright. Oh, that's right, she leveled up. She didn't actually take any damage from me falling into the water. You guys are making me feel bad, like I had done something wrong. But it turns out she only took damage from other... Oh, I must be high level here. Oh, excuse me! Ma! 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 I'm sorry. I'm really not getting very many star points here, am I? Am I over-leveled? I might be over-leveled. Okay, so I'm supposed to go in there, clearly. Yes, the enemies are cheating. Okay, so I do have to go through here. I totally did say something about there being this mouse thing, and then Ms. Mouse, maybe. I was wrong, it's not Ms. Mouse, it's this little thing. It's gonna go, we're gonna do some ridiculousness, but I totally saw this. Hello! The little critter says, eek! And weird music starts up, because it's a Paper Mario game, so the music's gonna be weird. Hold on, sorry. My camera. Okay, that seems to be better. Alright. It's interesting. So the instruments that they're using are like the sort of thing that I might associate with like temple bells. But it's a bunch of disconnected pieces just kind of going at it at the top of their lungs. Just... I'm not sure. I'm confused by this song. It does not tell me anything about this fuzzy critter with eyeballs and a poof ball on top of their head. Don't eat me! Okay, maybe this is gonna be a friend. Are you gonna join my party? Do I get a little bug? Do I get a bug in my party? Amazing. Oh, they did say that there were gonna be these little Pikmin-like creatures in the woods. We're going to the woods next. I'm pretty sure. Huh? You didn't come to eat me? Mario nods. And you're not bullies? You have the option to say, guess again, nerd. Okay, that's really, really funny. Oh my gosh. Amazing. No, he's to say, of course not. Mario's a hero. He wouldn't bully somebody. It's just the guess again nerd is just, it's so incredibly 90s bully dialogue that it cracks me up. There's just something very specific about a 90s movie bully, you know? Like, no other, I mean, maybe 80s bullies are similar, but like, I mostly think of it as a 90s thing. I can't think of anything else quite like it. Like, it's a very, very specific character archetype that you don't really encounter these days anymore. But you know, like, I mean, okay, so The Neverending Story is one of my favorite movies of all time, but there are absolutely some 80s, 90s bullies in it at the very beginning. And then at the end, Bastion gets his revenge. Haha. Anyway, I'm not gonna pick it, but that is what this line of dialogue is. That's what this guess again nerd. That's why I know like a voice of how you would say it, because that's how that character would say it in a movie that I grew up with. Susie, yes, at the start of chapter 1, Susie kind of has some of that. The thing is, Susie, even at the beginning of chapter 1, has more character depth than the bullies do in those. But that is because Toby Fox is a good writer who is inspired by these things from our collective childhoods. Whereas I think a lot of these characters might have been a little bit more phoned in. Yeah, shoved into a locker is pretty iconic, so I guess I'll give her that. Anyway, I'm not gonna pick the 90s bully option. I'm gonna say, of course not. The little buggy says, for real? Whew. Boy, that's good. I thought for a second I might have an accident. Oh no, is Buggy Friend confessing that they thought they might pee their pants being scared? Is that what they mean? Oh buddy, I'm sorry. Bella helpfully says, "You're one of the creatures from Boggly Woods, right? What are you doing here?" "Well, what? Why do you know about me?" "No, you must be. You guys are working for those X-Nauts, aren't you? You chased me here." The little dooley-bop, like, it's like a Moogle's dooley-bop. It's flickering. I guess it's how we know this critter's having feelings. "No, it's the end." "X-Nauts? Easy there, kid. What in the world are you talking about?" Excuse me, no, I misread that. My brain auto-corrected that, auto-completed. "What in the world are you freaking out about?" "We're not gonna do anything to you, so chill for a sec. Just tell us what's going on. Look, do you see? For a sec?" I don't know if that was newer slang at the era that this came out, but they have put an apostrophe to indicate that they are taking out part of the word. Second. Because that's what that means. When you have like an apostrophe there, that means that like part of a word has been removed or a letter has been removed. That's why you see it in the middle of contractions. I'm sorry. Like can't or won't. Those are contractions because you take two words, you stick them together, you take out some letters. So sec here, it's not a contraction. I don't remember what it's called when you shorten a word like that. But there's a word for it. I don't remember it. Shockingly, I have forgotten a thing. But it's interesting to see that because I'm so used to people saying like, "Hang on a sec," and just not putting that dash, that like not putting the apostrophe there, just assuming we're all familiar with it. So it's a little jarring to see it here and be like, "Oh yeah, I guess technically that would be correct." So I don't know. When did like "hang on a sec" or something like that? When did "hang on a sec" or "sec" like that? When did that become popularized? Like, was that still relatively new in 2004? I don't know. I have never been cool with the slang. Like, people are like, "Oh gosh, Lauren, you're real old." And I'm like, no, I was born old. I was born too old to use slang, right? I was a high schooler, I was a teenager, and I was not talking like kids these days when I was a kid these days. Anyway, Goombella continues, "Just tell us what's going on." Critter says, "Well, okay. This gang of bad guys who call themselves X-Nauts came to where I live. We know those guys because we played through Peach's scenario, and they were not very cool. I didn't like them very much. Actually, they were hilarious. Apparently, in their original Japanese dialogue, they had like a tiny fraction of the personality. It's really remarkable how different it is. So I think that this translation maybe takes fewer liberties than Ted Woolsey did with his translations of Final Fantasy VI and so on. But it definitely did add some wackadoodle personality to a game that already had wackadoodle personality. Including as Sir Grota's dude, sir, dude. Like, it's great. They came inside our great tree and started tearing it apart and causing trouble. I think I might recognize the tree from playing other Mario games. Let's see. So, I've come all the way here looking for help. Actually, I wonder. A great tree as like an entity and a place is a recurring theme certainly in Nintendo properties, but in Japanese media. I wonder if there's some sort of mythological or legendary basis for that, specific to Japan. Because like when I was a kid, I would write about people living inside of giant trees or having homes in trees and treetop villages and things. It's something I was quite obsessed with as a child. I really like trees. But I don't recall this like big tree that is both an entity and a place that we live in ever being a thing that I encountered outside of Japanese media. Well, because it's not just a sacred tree. You know, sacred trees are not what I'm talking about. And not giant trees. Like, I'm not talking about a big tree, and I'm not talking about an important tree. I'm talking about the specifics of an enormous tree that people or beings can live within its core, and also it is sentient and has a personality. Because I can think of several of those offhand, you know? This is the Great Deku tree, especially in Ocarina of Time. There is the big tree in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which you talk to and ride around in, and I believe there are other beings that live in there. And it sounds like this big tree is going to be a tree that you can talk to and go inside of. Because that's not the same. That's not the same as an Ent. You don't walk around inside of an Ent. People don't live in Ents, you know? And sacred trees, like a sacred tree or a location that is a tree, it's a very specific combination of things that is different. Like, I'm trying to think of a non-Japanese example of this because I can think of a number of Japanese or like originated examples of this very specific thing that is really specific and kind of weird. That makes sense because what I know of, traditionally, Japan does have like a cultural, historical tendency to see like the sacred in all living things in a very specific way that I feel like having the sentient tree, the sentient guardian home tree, feels compatible with that. Yeah, so Shintoism, yes, but you can revere a tree and not have it be your house and your grandma, you know? The house being, or the tree being your house and your grandma, is very specific. And I think that that's more specific than just we think trees are cool or we think trees are sacred. Like, you know, like that's an archetypal experience, you know? And that's what I'm curious about. Because I can't think of anything that's not quite like that. Is Yggdrasil a person? Can you talk to Yggdrasil? I was under the impression that Yggdrasil was just a magical, special, sacred tree. I didn't think that it was a person. And I didn't think that anyone lived within it. I thought that it was the world tree. It held up the world and its branches and on its roots, but I didn't think that it had residence inside of it, and I did not think that it was a sentient, sapient, speaking creature. Like, I hope that I'm being clear that I'm not talking about sacred trees in general. There's a lot of sacred trees, just like there's a lot of like other things in nature that can be held up as sacred. But it's like sacred trees is a big, general, common, universal concept. This is a very specific thing that I'm talking about. So, okay, what Serious Ink here is saying, in Shintoism, trees that get old enough have spirits called Kodama move into it and it gains a personality. That sounds like what I'm talking about. Because in that case, the ancient tree gets a personality of its own and is residence. So that's very interesting. And I was thinking kind of like, and this is not like the tree becomes sentient and talks to you. It's the combination of we live in it and we talk to it. I will reiterate because I think I'm not clear. We live inside of it. It is giant. We live inside of it and it has a personality. That is the specific thing. That is why I'm saying this is not something that is like, it's the sort of thing that I would expect to encounter once and then maybe encounter one more time from something that was inspired by that. But it is such a weirdly specific thing that is so recurring in Japanese media that it has to come from something. There has to be some reason why this is a thing that happens. which would make sense with Kodama. Those literally are in Princess Mononoke. So I was thinking some of the Studio Ghibli things I have kind of this feel of things. But yeah, so I don't know if the big tree in this game is going to be like a sentient being that we live inside of, but I would guess it is. And hey, maybe that could be connected to why we have this like temple-y sounding theme song here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can get a little frustrated when I feel like I'm not communicating myself very clearly, and I could tell that what I was trying to say wasn't coming through because I was like, niche specific example, and everyone is like large broad category, and I'm like, no, I'm talking about this, specifically this and only this. But yeah, so probably something that does stem from Kodama in some way. That's interesting. Okay, so our little critter here, who perhaps is a Kodama stand-in, says, so I've come all the way here looking for help. Goombella says, Mario, that sounds like those guys who attacked us in Rogueport, right? If they're the same guys, then they're definitely after the Crystal Star. Little buddy here with his little flickering little dealy bop says, now that you mention it, they did say something about some Crystal Star thingy. But we punies don't know anything about any crystals or stars. Say, could you guys help us out? Maybe chase them off? If you do, we'll give you, what was it? The Crystal Star? If you do, we'll have the puny elder give you that. I wonder what their name was originally, because I don't know if this is supposed to be read puny as in small, but given that I keep calling them like little guys, like puny would make sense. Yeah, Soul Blazer and Terra Enigma having these giant trees with souls that speak to you and can sometimes be resided in or our dungeons and things like, yeah. It's a thing, and you don't encounter that in the same way in American media, for example. So it's interesting. So the little critter here just said, we don't know anything about crystals or stars, but we'll have our elder give you a crystal star if you help us. I don't know if I believe that you're actually going to do that, but we should probably help you because these guys are bad guys and they kidnapped Mario's girlfriend. I don't know what it is, but if it will help us reclaim our tree, I'm sure the elder will agree. So what do you say? Let's not waste any more time. I'm begging you. Mario makes the whole of agreement. Really? You aren't joking? You'll do it? Gorilla says, I guess. I mean, we can't just ignore them, right? And we do need to find the crystal star before those X-whatever guys do. Oh, thank you so much. This is great. I'm so happy. My name is Punio. Pleased to meet you. I'll take you to where I live. Follow me, okay? He's gonna go run through the wall and we're gonna be like, well, it's this way. I want that badge. I don't know what it is, but it's a badge. Hi, Punio. I'm gonna have to go through this wall, aren't I? Hi, Punio. Oh. That's Punio, who lives in the great tree of Boggly Woods. And hey, he must be the one we saw earlier, right? Yeah, totally. Thanks, Goombella. Wait, hang on a second. I'm sure the puny elder said some button around here opened the secret entrance. Oh, that's so nice. I thought that I was gonna have to figure it out, but Punio has an answer. Probably won't work. I'm probably gonna have to do something to unlock it. Aha! Oh my gosh! My little buddy just saved the day. We're down below Rogueport. I never knew this room was connected like this. If you see a similar entrance in another area, you should totally check it out. Okay, interesting. They were the puny tribe in Japanese as well, which means squishy instead of small. Going the wrong way strikes right again. I am inordinately proud of myself there. I'm so glad that came through. Oh man, my instincts. My instincts score 1 for my instincts. Yes, I'm gonna get this badge. Damage dodge. Oh, that sounds useful. Just don't get hit as much. Doesn't get much better than that. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, you crawled up there, buddy. Hey, Chrono. Chrono, sending you some love, all right? I'm sorry if things are rough right now, but just hang in there. I'm thinking of you. If you need to vent afterwards, I'll be around. But please take care of yourself. You are a pillar of this community, and we love you. So, please take care. Everybody, send your love to Chrono. If you don't know Chrono, well, you'll get to know Chrono, and then your life will be better. Because I know being friends with Chrono has made my life better. So there. You want some positivity? I will throw it your way, and gladly. Thanks, folks. Thank you for being supportive. I appreciate it. All right, so we walk through the doorway, and Punio says, "You can get to the woods we Punies live in by going through that pipe there." Okay, hurry, hurry. Are you gonna go with us? Are you joining us? But you're not actually in my party. Oh my god, is that Punio's footsteps? Oh my gosh. Do you hear? I have the noisiest crew ever following me. It's really silly. Okay, okay. That's what she's responding to. All right. To the woods we go. Okay, so that was like the pre-chapter 2 stuff. Got it. The Great Boggly Tree. Are we going to the Boggly Woods? Oh, look at that! Mario, Peach, Bowser, and X-Nauts. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. What an interesting way of having it be 2D and 3D at the same time. Oh, it's like the Pure Woods from Secret of Mana. Pure Land, excuse me. And there's a song in Final Fantasy X this sounds like too. I'm gonna talk about this for a moment, if that's okay. It just the chiming instruments that I'm hearing are reminding me of instrumentation in similar locations, similar like places that are actually like comparable, like the Pure Land from Secret of Mana, which is one of my favorite games and one of my favorite soundtracks. Oh, there's a bass line coming, like a deeper voice coming in there. So it has this mystical, wondrous feel to it because it has this like otherworldly magical chime action happening. But there's also like the sound the sound effects, like there's wind blowing and rustling and things to again feel that you're in woods. Like musically, it's not very musical. This is not a song that I would pull up and listen to and think about it as music. But it's extremely good at evoking a sense of place. Like, I feel like if I listened to this and closed my eyes, I could envision myself in a place like the Boggly Woods look like they are. Like, you can close your eyes and picture like a strange dark woods with like crystalline bright leaves and like almost like supernaturally vibrant plants growing, like where you're like I've stepped across a border into like a magical space where things don't quite like more like the Esper world, something like that. You can hear that and you can feel that, and it's really interesting. So from like a sound design perspective, this is really, really fascinating and super effective. I like I said, this doesn't register as music properly to me, but I like it for what it is in this place, in this game. I think it's neat. And to be fair, I wouldn't listen to most of the music in this game as music, but that's kind of what I expect from a Mario RPG soundtrack. I'm excited because this game has some bangers, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. No, I generally assume I'm not going to like the soundtrack to any Mario RPG game, and usually that's true with the exception of a few standout tracks. I think there's 2 songs that I like in the original Mario RPG soundtrack. I'm sorry, I know Shimomura is a genius, but I dislike that soundtrack intensely. Paper Mario had some cute tracks, a bunch of stuff that's forgettable, literally nothing that comes to mind. Thousand Year Door has some tracks that I've really enjoyed though. And this is really, really well done and interesting. I do think I might have liked the music better from, but I think I probably had the volume off a lot when I was playing through Superstar Saga. I should listen to that soundtrack at some point. All right. These are the Boggly Woods. They sure look boggling. Ooh, I've got butterflies. She's all excited. She can tell that there's like a mystery, that this is going to be her grad student, like, academic exploration brain is all pumped about going through the mystical lands of Boggly Woods. Hello, little friend. Okay. Punio says, okay, just a bit further and we should be able to see the great tree. The elder and her friends are waiting for us there. Oh, and my little sister too. Oh my gosh. Is this a dashing young hero with your little sister? Come on, let's go. Oh my gosh, he's a cutie. Like, just look at the colors. What we've got here are like so bright they have to be glowing. These cool colors. I have to take off my I have to take off the giggles because it would feel disrespectful to giggle as I smack things in this world. But I still have to smack things to see if anything is smackable. You know, you gotta smack things, although I'm pretty sure I probably shouldn't smack the trees here. Yeah, no, like the colors are incredibly vibrant. You have these like neon vibrant colors against like solid black and white, but then you got the leaves have this transparency effect. Like, it's really cool. It's super pretty. As someone who always loved the 12 Dancing Princesses, and specifically the gold, silver, and crystal branches, so much so that actually when I was married, I decorated with, like I painted branches to put as decorations in the color scheme, because I just have always found the visuals of the 12 Dancing Princesses incredibly captivating. It's actually a really interesting fairy tale, very different and strange, but it has beautiful imagery. And this doesn't make me think of it because it's like that, but it makes me think of that because it has some of the same feel to me as that. Totally legitimate, 100% legal playthrough. Look at that, we've got like these like fairy lights crossing through like the background right here. Oh, what are you doing here wrecking this pretty nice place? We've got some more timpani going on. We've got kind of a crazy circus vibe going on with the bump, 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 like the oompa. And then the little... Oh. We've actually got melody. They sound like ghost witches. Because the theremin type sound, I don't know that it is actually a theremin, but the woo is very ghosty. And then it feels like different pieces of songs smashed together, but they're very similar in vibe. Like this is like Haunted Woods feeling. Like this is like Zelda-esque, like evil witches in a Zelda game. I could hear like that like lower brass part. And then the bass line that's barely, and then this, it slows down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, like you hear like that's just this really bizarre sudden shift, like really weird. Oh, I liked the Ice Palace theme from Paper Mario 64. I think that's one of the songs I liked. But yeah, it feels like it's different songs stuck together, and they do kind of tend to have a Halloween-y, horror-y sort of way, partly witchy, partly ghosty. So, what would be interesting hold on. Oompa, 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 oompa. So we go from the like oompa, and then here comes the like low woodwind, excuse me. And we've still got a little bit of a different kind of oompa. Because it doesn't feel disconnected enough for me to be like, there's 3 separate pieces here. It feels like there's 2... Like, this part isn't as oompa-ish, but it's not jarring. This is jarring. This one is like another, like a piece that doesn't fit in with the rest of the song. Like, it does in that, like, it still has that kind of Halloween-y vibe to it. You know? But like, if we were to say that it's like there's 3 pieces that are stuck together, and I would say that, yes, okay, so this oompa bit is perhaps one of the 3 witches, and then maybe when the oompa cuts out, it kind of shifts and changes, and maybe that could be the other one. But those 2 are connected. But then I would say, if we are going to take this and read into it, then like if this right here is the second witch, the third witch doesn't fit with the other two. And I would wonder if this piece right here that is so strange and jarring and feels out of place and is just like a small little clip while the other two kind of go together. If we hear that melody at some other point in the game, perhaps if one of these characters is significant enough to warrant having her own theme, that would make sense or be interesting. Because it's jarring. How often do you have, like, video game songs will, they'll change, sometimes they'll change keys, but they almost never change tempo like this. Like, that is like, whoa, what? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, and 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 2. Like, it's not just that it speeds up or slows down. One is in triple and one is in duple. That's really different. That's really different. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and like you for those of you who don't know music stuff, that's why I'm kind of trying to count this so you can hear like, so like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That sounds very dancey. So yeah, because like sometimes oompa you'll have oompa pa oompa pa, but in this case it's really more oompa 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 instead of oompa pa. Not during this section, but during the duple section. If I were better at music theory, I would have something clever to say about this. 1 and 2 and bum bum. See, it's not oompa pa oompa pa oompa pa. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. So battle themes will sometimes do wild stuff, but like this is so weird. It's super interesting. Like, but you can feel, because it's not even if you're not catching that it's just changing, like going from 2 into 3, like it slows down so much and the instrumentation shifts so much that you're just like, what? It's like you like come to a stop, like something slams, like you walk into a wall right here. It's very, very jarring, very interesting. And I can feel how this could be its own melody. This is the part that I would say I will be listening for this in another song. Because it feels like a melody. And this game doesn't really believe in melody. Which is part of why I don't get along so well with its soundtrack. But it's fine. It's very interesting. But look, so Green Lanyard, the super summary here is that this song that is playing when the 3 witches show up has like this like stuff that all kind of goes and then it like jarringly shifts for a few measures. And so I would say it feels like it's 2 parts and the second part doesn't fit. But it is true that the first part, the part in 2 is much longer. So one could say that it has separate parts. So perhaps there's 2 parts and then a third part that's this part right here, which is very different. That's the long and short of what we're saying here. So I'm going to be listening for this melody to appear on its own elsewhere. If one of these 3 characters is more significant than everyone else, or than the others. Anyway, we got sidetracked talking about the music, but I think that counts as mini golfing. So that's what we're here for, right? I don't know, man. I'm gonna get back to the game though. I'm sorry. I'm just distracted by the bass line here. Toby Fox has to like the Mario RPG / Paper Mario games. He's got to. There's no way he doesn't. Anyway. Beldam, I think is the name of the oldest one? Or are they the Beldam sisters? I'm trying to remember. Says, "Mwee, time to go to work, lovelies." I'm glad that she is telling her ladies that they're lovely. We should have good self-esteem here. We should encourage our friends to feel good about themselves. Vivian, you understand what we've got to do, yes? Her S's get accentuated as though she's a snake person. I noticed that the last time around, but not consistently. A, find that Mario guy, and B, steal the map to the crystal stars, right? Okay, so that's Vivian. That's the one that I think I've recognized. So these are cheek blushes, not eyes. I'm pretty sure. We can just do away with Mario and his friends, can't we? Or is that bad? Oh, honey. Please don't murder me. That's bad. It's a strange thing for her to have to ask, though. Oh, bad things happen all the time, Vivian. But you're right about our goals. That's interesting. Vivian isn't sure what's allowed and what's not allowed. And the boss is like, it's fine if people die. It's okay if we kill people. That's all right. We're evil witches. Witch ghosts. Ghost witches. They're ghost witches. If my information is correct, Mario should be coming down this road quite soon. You must ambush him here and get that map. No, I'm pretty sure that those are their cheeks. I'm pretty sure their eyes are obscured under their cute hair. Just gonna ambush. Okay, well, we'll see what their music sounds like when we fight them. What's this now? Vivian, what's that you're fawning over there? Oh, what, you mean this? I found it near that tree over there a while back. Isn't it a gorgeous necklace? It was so lovely, I just had to pick it up. Oh my god, is she a ditz? Is that why she doesn't understand what's good or bad? Amazing. Humph, Vivian, for shame. Picking up someone's scraps? Disgusting. Greedy. But enough about that. Vivian, my dear pack rat. Bring out the sketch of that Mario guy that you got from Grotus. Oh my god. Please tell me we're gonna actually see a drawing of Mario and it's either gonna look like a 5-year-old drew it with a crayon or it's like gonna be like a sexy beautiful man. We're probably not gonna see it. But if this were a Toby Fox game, that's what it would be. Oh my god, she is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is she? Look how sad she is. She's got her little sad face. Okay, she's adorable. I think I can see why people like her. She's adorable. I think she must have lost the sketch. Because she's got to be the... Maybe she's the ditz. Maybe she's got ADHD. Sometimes little column A, little column B. So she says, "Eep? What? I don't have that. You said it was way too important, so you took it. You should have it." Oh my god. Oh my god. Object permanence, folks. It is not the strong suit of some of us. Don't be ridiculous. I don't have that thing. You were in charge of it. Oh no. You wretched little worm. Blaming me for something you probably screwed up. Oh no. Okay, this is when your other sister comes to your rescue. I don't know if they're sisters. I'm just assuming that they're sisters. This is when your other sister has to come to your rescue, honey. But I... Gah. Gah. Oh, what is it, Marilyn? I think Marilyn might actually be trying to save Vivian. Huh? What's that? A mustachioed fellow? This is no time for such nonsense, you great oaf. Save your games for later. Okay, well, I mean, she's obviously not... She does not deserve her sisters who clearly want to make her happy. Poor Vivian. She's still, like, freaking out over there. Now, where was I? You, Vivian, don't tell me you lost our precious sketch. But listen, Look, it's not my fault. I never had the sketch. This is like textbook abusive behavior. Silence, you ditz! Such impudence! How dare you talk back to me like some rebellious child? It's clear to me that the only rationale your type understands is force. For your punishment, I'll be taking that necklace you just found. Yes, so sorry. Oh, look at her. She's so sad. But, Beldam. Oh, you're horrid. I better recruit her. That's all I'm saying. My little motley bunch of misfits be much better to her than her mean old big sister, mom, aunt, whatever. I'm sorry, Vivian. She's... Oh, how sad she is. Look at that. Oh. Alright. Goombella says, these are the Boggly Woods. Kind of a dreamily pretty place, isn't it? It'd be nice if it weren't crawling with enemies, but what you gonna do? I don't know, Nervous Black Rabbit. I feel like Mario needs, he needs a castle to recruit people to. What happens if I stand in the circle? Anything? No? Okay. Usually standing in mystical circles is a bad idea. Oh. Here we go. Thank you, Goombella. I'm so glad that Goombella is here to give me all the lore. This is the youngest sister of the three. The oldest one really picks on her, huh? I don't know whose picture they're talking about, but you think she really lost it? No, I don't. I totally do not. This is, like, I look at Beldam and how she's acting and I'm like, I've known people like you. They'll start challenging your sense of reality and what happened and just take the floor out from under you. I mean, you can't even argue because she's like, well, no, this thing just didn't happen. And you're like, but it like literally did. And I could prove it, but I guess I must be wrong. I must be misremembering. It must be my fault somehow. Like, yeah, I've been in those shoes before. I guess that's the middle sister. She seems like the strong silent type to me. Okay. She says guh a lot. I can't get a good read on this girl at all. Huh. I mean, I guess she doesn't say anything. Yes, gaslighting is bad. Alright. This shady woman is certainly selfish and mean. I mean, what a total meanie. You see how cruel she is to her own sister? I wonder what went on between them. Probably that she's jealous in some way or insecure in some way and picking on Vivian gives her a feeling of control over her life. Well, Vivian, it's only a matter of time, honey. Don't worry. I have absolutely no idea what your skill set would be, but I only have 2 friends so far, plus a little, like, Moogle buggy. So there's totally room on my team for a ghost witchy. Although I don't know, because she's not a predetermined Mario enemy type. That I don't know if she's allowed to. Yeah, Goombella needs that gossip to be able to read people from what they say. And apparently if you don't talk, she can't pick up on you. Oh, Vivian. All right, well, let's talk to Vivian and see if we can talk to them in order or if this is going to make this scene happen. At least I got to gossip about them all. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, what am I to do? I'm sorry, Vivian. If I say yes, will you be happy? I have a kitty cat. She's really cute. She's sleeping on my bed adorably. Oh my gosh. No, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see her. There's a cat right there, snuggling. No, but if I leave my room to get water, then Sophie might wake up. And do you see the baby? Do you see this kitten? Don't you want to pet her little, she's got little beans. There's this little paw right here, his beans. She's so cute. Look at her snoozing, kitty cute. I'm gonna try to set up a cat cam by the next stream so that if Sophie is joining us, we can have cat cam happening. But it'll take me a bit to figure that out, so. Anyway, let's talk to the middle sister. Marilyn. Vivian, Marilyn, and Beldam. Those are very interesting names. Guh? Pretty sure that she knows that Mario is the one they're looking for. But she has a hard time. I wonder if Beldam cursed her or something to not be able to talk. That seems like the sort of thing Beldam would do. And then she gets screwed over by her own poor decisions. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Beldam recognizes him. But she's not going to attack him without her older sister, because then she might get in trouble. What is it, Mr. Mustache? Leave us. Scram, right now. I have no business with you. Alright, you're a butt. I'm sorry. Vivian. I'm sorry. Come join us, Vivian. Okay, this might be the wrong idea, but I'm gonna hit some trees. That's it. Hit trees and the enchanted forest with your hammer. Oh! Alright, well I guess if the game wants to discourage me from hitting the magical trees with my hammer, they're doing it the wrong way. Sleepy sheep. I should probably actually use some things. I actually feel like sleepy sheep is less useful than these. I could use a turtley leaf. I don't really need it, but I could. Or I could use one of these. I'm actually missing some health. I guess I could use one of these. I could use a mushroom. I could use a mushroom. No. Okay, hold on. Wrong button. Okay, hold on. I can do this. Mushroom. On Mario. Alright. Because I don't know if the sleepy sheep is giving me a hint that I should maybe make my enemies sleep. However, I'm totally gonna hit every tree with my hammer until I forget that that's a thing you can do. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god! It's like a door that you go in and out of, like a staircase that you go up, and then it immediately puts you like where like going up is the way to go down again. It's very annoying. All right, I'm gonna tattle on the pale piranha. Everything here is monochromatic, except for the glowy ground. That's not. All right, let's do this. That's a pale piranha. You know about these guys, the famous piranha plants. This colorless subspecies is adapted to Boggly Woods. Ah, the wonders of nature. Amazing. Max HP is 4, attack is 2, and defense is 0. If you try to jump on them, they'll totally chomp on you. Alright, so I'm not gonna do that, in other words. I'm gonna normal hammer the piranha plants. Beep, 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 beep. Goodbye, piranha plant. Bingo! B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, Mr. Buttchin. Let's see what your deal is. Cleft. See, he's named for his butt chin. That's a cleft. A rockhead jerk with spikes on his noggin. What a rocker. I love the choice, like the word choice that the translators went with. Spikes on his noggin. Like that's not a very common phrase or a very common word. It's like something that you're more likely to find. It's either like archaic or super slangy. It's a great word. I mean, I love it. I love it. I really do. I do kind of wonder what the origin of it is. Yeah. Max HP is 2, attack is 2, and defense is 2. That hard head is a major pain. Fire doesn't hurt it, but other types of items are pretty effective usually. I guess rocks aren't really flammable unless you get to like super intense levels of heat. And if we like opened up a volcano right here, everybody would be sad before the rock had a chance to be sad. If nothing seems to work on it, you can always just run. Thanks, Goombella. You're helping. See what happens if I hammer it. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, that didn't work. Yes, we can share zone it. All right, I'm gonna trade you out for Coops. Okay. What happens if I power smash? Okay, that does it. Excellent. I'm gonna level up shortly, and then I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with my points. The bum 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 from Super Metroid. Oh, interesting. Noggin is old slang for a small cup, mug, or drink. Yeah, no, that's. It does feel like. Wait, what is that? Wait, no! Okay. Eggnog, that would make sense. Alright, so I'm gonna hit you with my hammer. But my power smash hammer. Beep, 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 beep. You'll notice it's slower. Okay, what can you do? Can you shell toss at this guy? Not so great, but not so bad either. Could be worse. Okay, so you don't jump on it. Haha! Alright. I'm glad you can hear the Brinstar in it, because that's a song that I have covered and was thinking of recently. I really like this. I don't know why this little ditty makes me so happy, but it does. Do I want health? Do I want badges? I mean, I should probably get some badges. Should probably get some badges. It is in 4 though, so it's not a waltz, but it does have a feeling of momentum. Well, yeah, maybe we'll do badges. That's what I was going with first, so we'll pick that. Bye, Innocence. Well, thank you for coming by. I'm glad you had a good time. It was good to have you here. Badges. I have some points. I could take less damage. I could have more health. Power advance. 3 FP are required to use this attack, which lets you jump on one enemy until you miss an action command. I don't think I trust my timing that much. And then I have a bunch of ways. Amazing. Thank you, Regen. We'll just take less damage. That seems like a good idea. And then I might as well put a point in Mega Rush. Oh my god, Stealth, I guess you can do that, can't you? I hadn't even thought about that. What are you? Oh! Oh no, I didn't hit. Oh, there's a lot of you guys. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna... I don't think I have any attacks except for Mr. Softener. We're gonna hang on to that. So I'm gonna hit you with a normal hammer. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, and you have... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ha! Okay, excellent. Oops. Yes! Oh, too late. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Sometimes I can do it. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. I think that was too early. I'll get there eventually. Oh, hey, Bash! There's actually old quotes that include me up on Bash, under a different name that I used to go by in middle and high school online. Oh, hey! What if I used my turtley leaf and then picked up another turtley leaf? That's how you get me to use items, folks. You give me a new one. Oh my god, shell script. Okay, this feels like this is a programming joke that we're making, and I appreciate it, even if I don't always get it. Look at how pretty these colors are. It's so pretty and so mystical. Alright. I'm looking for bad guys. Oh, look at that! I'm gonna go through there. It really looks hand-drawn, doesn't it? That's cute. Hello, I2 Cow. Oh shoot, I forgot to have Goombella gossip. There, can you see it? That big tree. Yes, I can. That's what I was telling you about. That's where we punies live. That's home. Of course, it's not just us in the trees. Lots of jabbies and piters, too. Okay, so there's spiders. I don't know what jabbies are going to be, but I assume they talk a lot? Maybe? Well, anyway, Mario, follow me. Okay, so I guess I jump through the top. Oh my god, look at that little buddy. Look at that little buddy go. Go, little buddy, go! Yeah. Okay, hold on. I gotta change partners so that Goombella can gossip. Goombella says, you see that big tree over there? It's really big. It's kind of otherworldly, actually. Wild. Did she say something on this other screen? It's funny, the plants look like here they're circles. These are the Boggly Woods. Kind of a dreamily pretty place. Okay, so here we've got circles. Notice that? We got circles. But then we go through here. We got triangles. Which really makes me wonder. PlayStation port confirmed. What is this gonna be? That's an in thing. I don't have the thing to use that. Well, that's where I'm supposed to go. So what if I don't go that way? Sorry, buddy. Sorry, little buddy. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, look at that. Oh. My crowd is not liking me in this game. They're not very impressed. Power smash. Sophie really didn't like it when I said that. She looked up like, why are you making that noise? Alright, let's tattle on the dark puff. That's a dark puff. It's basically a tiny, mean thunderhead. It doesn't look that mean in its little face. Max HP is 3, attack is 2, and defense is 0. Sometimes it'll charge itself with electricity. Don't touch it when it does. Youch. You know what I mean, right? Shocking. Amazing. I like that she has to make the sound effect so you get it. After it charges itself, it'll totally zap you with lightning. Beat it as fast as you can. Oh, shoot! I don't want that. I'm gonna jump on your head. Oh, it's like, no, don't do that to me. Whatever. I'm gonna do that. Bam! Yeah, she's leveled up. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm sorry, Sophie. Am I making too much noise for you, kitten? Alright. Oh, that's nice. It gave me some punctuation. Oh. I'm just scoping things out. Okay, it does not appear that I can do anything here. Oh! Oh. Yay! Oh. Man. God, this is such a cool level. Like, this place just feels so cool. I'm gonna have to fight this guy. Okay, well, I don't know what that's gonna allow me to do. But... Oops. Oh no, you're gonna electrocute me, aren't you, buddy? I won't like that. What have I don't have any violent items. I mostly have healing items. Well, I'm gonna jump on you, I guess. The thing is, I actually probably should have had her go because she can kill them in one hit now. Well, in one round. And then Mario could take out this guy. I'm sort of getting some of those sometimes. Don't you dare. Okay, so you're going to power smash this guy. Boop, 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 boop. And then you're going to attack this guy. Oh, what? Okay. I'm getting the timing, or working on it. Nope, nope, nope. Jump. I thought it was better with her timing, but I seem to be struggling with it, so like, I don't know. Okay. Well, that's nice. They give me a little bit of monies back. If we want to get over to that ledge on the right, I think we gotta fly in plane mode. Oh hey, and Mario, can you see that tunnel like opening in the ledge wall? Thanks, Goombella. You're here for me. I think I should probably do the thing I'm supposed to do though. Unless this is all a side quest and that's where I'm supposed to go. It might be that I can't actually get across there. It might be that this is, yeah, okay. Oh wait, no, this is totally a thing. Okay, hold on. Yes, Goombella is allowed to backseat. It's in the rules. All right. The great tree. The door looks closed. This badge is bathing. Thank you, FP+. Sorry. You can't think I'm not gonna just go everywhere that I'm not supposed to go before I go where I am supposed to go, right? Yeah. The instrumentation in this entire soundtrack is weird. Like, super weird. Can I go up this? Yes. Am I supposed to go up this? Probably not. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes. Am I going to knock my friends off to their deaths by accident? Maybe. It's okay, she's not dead. Alright, so we're not gonna be able to get through here because due to an emergency. That door does not look like it belongs here. Did the X-Nauts invade and take over and install a door? Because that door doesn't fit. You can't tell me that that door is natural. He sure is a hard-working little fella. Don't you just want to cheer him on? I always root for the underdog, or whatever he is. That is fair, Dragon Imps. I'm not really a weird sound design kind of person. I really like driving and appealing melodies. So this kind of soundtrack is usually really like best case scenario. It goes over my head and I forget about it shortly. No, it's interesting though because there is a strong through line of weird sound design, not terribly melodic focused soundtracks in this whole series. Yeah, I don't know, IT Cow. I kind of thought maybe they were going to announce this the latest direct because that would have been funny timing because I just started playing this, but they didn't. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Hello, little guy. He says, I'm pretty sure that this door is not supposed to be here. And he's as confused about it as I mean, he'd be more confused about it than I am because he knows it's not supposed to be here. What's going on? Well, take a look. This door wasn't here before. Someone just installed it. I wonder who could it be? Who has technology and doors that look like that? It's a mystery. And I can't open it. I thought I could finally save everyone. I'm a fool. No, little friend. Oh, quit being melodramatic. Although it does look thick. What are we gonna do now? Are you proposing that we should put him on the drama queen scale, Goombella? He says, he really doesn't know. It's interesting, the stack of punctuation marks really gets across just the degree of just like, what? Like, this is the place he has lived for his entire life and somebody put a door on it that was never there. He's thinking so hard. Got it! I didn't actually think he was gonna get something. What do you got? What have you got, friend? What have you? Oh my god, you gotta tell us, buddy. Okay, we're gonna go up here. I see. Oh, alright. I tried this, though. He's a hard-working little fella. Okay. Long ago, the puny elder told me about a secret entrance somewhere around here. We can get in through there. I'm completely sure of it. Problem is that we are probably definitely, certainly too big to fit through the secret door, I'm guessing. Hello, Zap Branniglin. Okay, that's a cute name. I doubt finding it is going to be easy. I mean, it won't be labeled secret entrance. It might be labeled secret entrance. It could be labeled secret entrance. You don't know. What should we do? How are we supposed to find a secret entrance? It's secret for a reason, you know. Goombella, where is your sense of adventure? You are never going to be the next Indiana Jones if you let a little thing like finding a secret entrance stop you. Boing, boing, boing. Well, it's hidden by this invisible thingy. We need to find and remove the thingy. Scientific terminology right here. Boy, but removing a normal thingy sounds tough enough, let alone an invisible one. Oh, got it! Flurrie! Oh, do I get to recruit a cloud friend. There was a cloud friend in the first game, but that was a cloud baby, if I remember correctly. No, what? Wait. What was a spark baby? I thought there was a cloud. Flurrie. Surely Madame Flurrie's powers can help us. Flurrie is a refined and dignified lady who lives in these woods. The elder says she's a wind spirit who can wield the powers of the air with ease. You see where I'm going with this? She can use wind power to blow the thingy away. It depends on what kind of a thingy it is, my friend. Some thingies are not for blowing away. That's okay. I'm glad of the thingies, so like vaguely defined. Well, it won't hurt to try. Flurrie lives in the deepest corner of the woods, so let's head back in the direction we came from. Flurries are from McFlurries. McFlurries are from McDonald's. Alright, so I assume that the place that we... Oh, look at that! That's a cute house. Ah, these woods are the most wonderful in all the world. Yes, indeed. All of the colors, either in the floor or in that little house. It's a cute house. Building a house here was just the finest idea I ever did have. Oh my, yes. Oh, she sounds like she's supposed to be like a Southern belle or something like that. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is she a starlet? This place is so different from the bright flashbulbs of the world I'm used to. Oh my god, she's got this like beautiful, fancy, elaborate, well-decorated mansion. Such peace. This negative image of the real world soothes my body and soul. But what's even better is that I, Madame Flurrie, grow ever more lovely here. Plus, those squishy, adorable little punies that live in that tree are so nice to me. But I suppose if I stay here too long, I'll begin to crave hustle and bustle before long. Oh my, it's happening even as I speak. Already, I feel the need for drama. I'm gonna love her, aren't I? That moment of exhilaration when the spotlight shines down on the stage, on me. Surely I was born to be an actress for the ages. I'm sorry, I have to act badly. I can't act well, so I'm gonna act badly. We're gonna have fun with this. All right, Miss Flurrie. It's settled then. I shall rise again. But before I make my stage comeback, I simply must whip my body and mind into shape. I'll just have to put on some makeup and make my beauty even more beautiful. Oh my god. Is she a Likido? No, they're not. They're not cloud spirits. They're just riding clouds around. Wait a moment. Have you misplaced your makeup, honey? No! It's gone. Gone, I tell you. Her makeup. Oh my god, okay. I think we could revive the Drama Queen scale and put Flurrie on it. What do you think? For anyone who wasn't here for the Drama Queen scale, if we head straight in this direction, we'll see Flurrie's place in no time. Let's see if I've got it. Oh, hold on. Okay, so you can't really see it super well here, but the Drama Queen scale, as you can see, maybe, goes from 0 to Genesis. That is the order of things. Those are the dimensions of the Drama Queen scale. You'll notice that Kojima himself is in fact on the drama queen scale along with some of his characters. Oh, yeah, this is the old one. I don't know where the Final Fantasy VII Remake people go. Yeah, unfortunately, when I switched from Streamlabs to OBS proper, to OBS Studio, I think I must have lost the most recent iterations, so if we want to rebuild it and you want to tell me how things went, I can put things on there. Anyway, this is the Drama Queen scale, and if you think that Flurrie should go on here, then what we have to do is somebody has to get me a transparent background version of Flurrie's portrait if possible. And then at the beginning of next stream, we'll figure out where she goes. Because hopefully by then we'll know her. I'm hoping she joins my party. In which case she absolutely belongs in the Drama Queen scale. Because yeah, we've got Aerith, we've got Cloud, we've got Psychomantis, we've got Kojima. Why is Angeal so high? He must have moved up over the course of that game. The really, really unnecessarily dramatic robot frenemy from Metal Gear Solid 1. And then we've got Sephiroth. This is young Sephiroth. Older Sephiroth would get, I think, relocated. I assume I put him somewhere. Oh man, and then Liquid. Is Ocelot not on here? Well, that's alright. We can put a new Ocelot on here. And then again, Genesis is the top end of the scale. But I should put more people on there. I should put the Final Fantasy VII Remake crew on there, and then we can start we can bust this out periodically, just to put characters on here. And the fun part, yes, Disco Ocelot. That's what I was saying. We have a new Ocelot to put on there somewhere. What's fun is when a scene happens and then I open up the Drama Queen scale and just somebody's head just starts moving. You're like, so we can do that. But yeah, oh, and hey, I can have Stream Deck do that. I can have the Stream Deck have a button that summons the Drama Queen scale. Yes. Okay, I like this. Shall we do this? Would you folks like to see the revival of the Drama Queen scale? I feel as though Nil from Horizon Zero Dawn should be retroactively added. Maybe we'll do that when I play the DLC, because the Drama Queen scale is really fun. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Excellent. Good. I'm glad. Well, but see, like, drama doesn't necessarily mean that, like, it plays out like a drama. It can also just mean that your characters are silly, as they are here, so. Alright, we're gonna hit you with a hammer. Power smash hammer. Beep, 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 boom. Sophie did not wake up after that. Good. Okay, you're gonna headbutt. I'm getting better at dodging some things. Not like all the time, but sometimes. No, not hammer. No, you're gonna jump on that cloud and you're gonna show it who's boss. Which is to say you. Alright. Probably heal my party. Alright, let me heal my party. Or at least let me heal my knee. Hold on, I can do this. Wrong button. Gear. Items. Mushroom. Mario. Okay, sweet. Alright. Oh my god. I want to jump on this guy and just like ride him around. Whoop, whoop. Okay, we're gonna jump on you. Oh my god, white cow. Oh my god. You did not just. You did just. That was spectacular and terrible. A+. Oh my god, so courtesy of playing getting too invested in Undertale, I have acquired a taste for puns, and so I made a really bad pun, I don't remember what it was, on the phone with my mom last night. And she was just like, oh my god, where did this come from? I'm like, look. Look. Oh, okay, so she has to be closer to it. Whereas I think with Mario, there's more forgiveness. Or maybe it's just that I have a better sense with him. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm ever... I love that plane mode is actually like a thing. Okay, I'm gonna use a mushroom on Goombella. And then we're gonna get these things, Yeah! I got everything and healed. Amazing. Can I hit this? No, I can't hit this, okay. Wait, no. Wait, no, I did that already. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Ooh. I don't know what that is. Oh, but. Oops. Oh. A shine sprite. A mysterious, powerful object. Collecting these will help. Oh, aren't those the things I trade in to level up my team? Pretty sure that's it. I want Goombella in my party. I'm sorry, she's my favorite. Yeah, I'm not the best at depth perception to begin with, so... Oh! Quake Hammer. Slightly damage all ground enemies. Ah, okay. So I'm gonna be fighting more of those nasty old, wait, that's a tree. These are trees here. Hold on. I'm gonna be fighting some of those more nasty little... I wanted to jump on you, but you're too fast. Why is my audience all plants? Oh, that was a bad job. Okay. Well, she can take care of that. I'm getting better. They ate the other audience members. That's rude. I'm so offended by that. Oh man. Little Shop of Horrors used to scare me so much as a child. I really thought it was a horror movie. Turns out it's actually a comedy, but little Lauren didn't know that. There's gotta be something in this tree. Yeah. Yeah. Oh sweet, I can trade that into the cool hair person. Amazing. Oh, how do I get back there? How do I get back there? There's gotta be a way to get back there. Oh, I'm gonna turn into paper. Look! There in the distance. That's what I was telling you about. Flurrie's place. Oh, we're gonna have to fight a boss or something, aren't we, huh? Alright, well, I guess I'll consider myself warned. What was I gonna do? Oh! Goombella says, this is the outer part of the Boggly Woods. The flowers are almost like a carpet. Hey, and isn't it totally rare to find a white-leaved tree? What kind of tree is that? Yeah, no, I mean, like, it is horror comedy, but, like, the fact that it was comedy at all just completely 100% went over my head when I was a child. A Volt Shroom electrifies you to damage direct attackers. That sounds useful. Well, the movie is what I knew. Okay, we're gonna toss that for now. Hold on. No, wrong button. No, wrong button. Okay, yeah, the Rick Moranis movie is the one that I knew, yes. Volt Shroom. Got it. I don't think I need to spend my money on healing. I think we're okay. Little Shop of Horrors, like Metal Gear, has a thematically confusing slot machine. I appreciate that observation. It's also owned by Konami. No, Little Shop of Horrors has Rick Moranis. It has Steve Martin in it. He plays the evil dentist. And I don't remember anyone else who's in it. Well, let's do this. They didn't give me a save point. Huh. Interesting, Chrono. Like the old movie, not the one that I would know. Okay, yeah. Oh. She doesn't have anything to say. There's an exclamation point. What's the exclamation point say? Oh, it's to go inside. Oh, it's pretty in here. Excuse me. Maybe she isn't here. I wonder if she went for a walk in the woods. All right. Save all game progress up to this point? Yes. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing what Goobella has to say about this. The colors are honestly really nice. Like, I'm not usually a huge fan of neon pink, but she's done a good job of making it work. Like, it's ostentatious, but not, like, hideously so. All right, what a totally nice house. Super coordination between the red walls and furniture. It's pink. Goombala, that's pink. I'm so jealous, it's not even funny. I have like no sense of interior decoration. Buy flag colors, maybe so. In which case, is Goombella jealous because Flurrie can be out. Oh my god, okay, if Flurrie is a gorgeous lady, then we can see if this is another point in favor for disaster bisexual Goombella. Oh, McZarkle Speed, that's funny. I remember Mother Brain and Captain N, the Game Master. I watched that cartoon. You could call it red, but it's pink. I'm pretty sure it's pink. Anyway, Madame Flurrie, or should I say Madame Flurrie? Hello? If you're here, say something. Can I jump up here and no? Oh, can I smash her things? No! No property damage! 1,000-year door, you are railroading me away from my attempts at role-playing and ruining my immersion. I can jump on the furniture. I'm on the furniture. I'm on the furniture. Ha! 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 Oh, that's a good question, Sirius. Like, I'm inclined to say a total disaster explosion of clutter. She doesn't strike me as the futon and chair type. I would like to see what they would do with a modern Captain N with new game characters. Because we have different expectations for game shows now than we did back then. I don't know. All right. Let us go through and see if this is actually going to be a beautiful lady that, or if it's going to be like a joke and she's actually like a swamp bucket. We'll see. Eek! No, out of the question. You mustn't come in here. Yes. Okay, hold on, folks. I'm sorry. Do you mind taking just a minute? This is very important. Okay, hold on. No, this is important. We're going to do this. Oh, wait. I guess I haven't seen this character. I feel like I've seen her before, though. She looks familiar. Okay, well, I was gonna add her, and then I realized I hadn't seen the character yet. Okay, well, anyway, she is gonna go on here. I'm gonna put a placeholder. I'm gonna put a placeholder. How does that sound? Okay, add a placeholder. Text. She's gonna show up really big. We're gonna change our mind. That's too big. That's too small. My goodness. Game, make up your mind. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oops. Flurrie goes. Where's Flurrie gonna go? Hold on. Where do we think she should go? For now. You folks were saying that she should go like over by Angeal. I feel like she quotes like I think she might be more dramatic than Crisis Core Sephiroth. Final Fantasy VII Remake Sephiroth is definitely more dramatic than Crisis Core Sephiroth was. And he moved, Crisis Core Sephiroth moved his way. He consistently moved his way. Just above Angeal, so like here, you think she should go like right here? It's okay, she'll hang out in cool company. Alright. Excellent. Well, no. Y2 Cow. This is Crisis Core Sephiroth that we're talking about. And like the majority of Crisis Core, like this is like him at the very end of Crisis Core. So like, I don't know. Angeal wasn't that dramatic for most of Crisis Core, so I'm disappointed. How is he more dramatic than Kojima? What was I thinking? I like want to bump him down. I'm gonna be sacrilegious here, and I'm gonna change this because I am personally offended by the fact that Kojima is less dramatic than Angeal. No. What was past Lauren thinking? I'm sure she had her reasons. I mean, to be fair, Crisis Core is a very dramatic game. Well, maybe I'll replay it. Maybe I'll play the remake. And then we'll see, because I think that they're redoing the translation or something, maybe. We'll see if Angeal, where he goes. But you can be sure that characters will be in different places when we get them up from the remake. We'll do that. Okay, so Flurrie is here. I keep wanting to call her McFlurry now. Her name is not McFlurry. So she can be right around here somewhere for now, because she's like dramatic. But so far, she's just like melodrama. She's not like destroying things or killing people with her drama. McFlurry and McNugget. Yes. Oh no. Amazing. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. McFlurry is her cousin from Scotland. Incredible. All right. Well, she'll hang out. She can hang out over here with Kojima. Let's see. I'm gonna mute this for now. Hide this for now. We're gonna go back to the game. And we'll see where she goes. She might be relocated. Hold on. Let me actually no, I'm gonna move the drama queen scale down here. Actually, this is where it's supposed to go. And then we can leave it up. As long as it doesn't. There we go. See how much easier that is to see? Amazing. Great. Wonderful. Spectacular. I also revived the deadness scale. Was that last stream or the stream before? So like we're digging up all of the good old Lauren stream lore. All right. So she says you mustn't come in here. She doesn't have her makeup on yet. Oh? Madame Flurrie, are you there? Is that you? What are you doing? Oh, wait a moment. Those darling squishy little footsteps. Is that you, Punio? Oh, it's been an age since I saw you last. You poor dear. Is there something you need? Well, the thing is, we have a problem that only you can help us with, ma'am. The great tree's entry hole is blocked. There's this stupid door we can't seem to open. My puny friends are inside, so they're in a pickle. And Mario needs these crystal stars. It's a train wreck, really. If you can't find the secret entrance for us, we're done. We're toast. Oh, is that all, dearie? You came all the way here just for that. My adorable little Punio, you know I would do anything in my power to help you. However, lamentably, I'm in a bit of a bind myself. I just cannot come out. I love her. Goombella is not going to love her. Goombella's going to think this is ridiculous, isn't she? Wow, what's the matter? It's somewhat embarrassing, but I never go out without my favorite necklace. Okay, so it's not that she has to put on her makeup. Oh, that's the necklace that Vivian found. I just can't find the blessed thing. I suspect I dropped it on my daily constitutional. I'd be simply scandalized if anyone saw me without it, so I shan't be going out. I absolutely must have that necklace to highlight my beauty, and that's that. She's so much fun. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so delighted by this. So the thing is, like, Goombella's like a girly girl in some ways, but she's also like an adventurer, and sometimes she's a little bit judgmental of people sometimes. So I wasn't sure how she was gonna be, but oh, I totally know how you feel. When I go out, I am all about the accessories. Oh my god. Yeah, so she's got the cravat going on here. You're not a cravat. What is it? Hey, wait a sec. See, there's sec again with the indication that they've cut off half the word, which we don't see anymore, I don't think. Does anybody know when did the word sec, short for second, as casual slang become popular and like enter everyday lingo? Because this is important, folks. We gotta know. Like, man, this is like etymology. Kinda. It's related to etymology. If it's not actually etymology, it's like in the same family as etymology. It's like etymology's cousin if it's not actually etymology. Sometimes you can't tell cousins apart. No. Try again, Lauren. All right. She's like, you lost your necklace? I'm having deja vu big time. I swear, someone just said they found a necklace. Yeah, because sec as like a short form for second, that's clearly been around for a while, but I'm just wondering in like the modern slang, is it something about like the translation localization choices in this game that they decided to put the apostrophe there? Like, does that say something about them and how they are and how they operate? Or was that sort of thing more normal in 2004 and we've since dropped it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious because I don't remember the linguistic trends of putting an apostrophe to indicate things like that. I don't know. Historical sociolinguistics. That is a field I would like to know more about because that sounds fantastic. Because that'll be like the study of like culture and language over time, which is right up my alley. Okay. Searching only gave you football and the government. Well, thank you for the effort. I appreciate it. Perhaps we'll have the answer someday. Okay, so she says, what's that? Do speak up. It's when the apostrophe casually dropped from colloquial spelling. Because what I'm wondering is, because the apostrophe here was a bit jarring to me. I mean, obviously I know what it means. But I haven't seen the word with an apostrophe perhaps in so long that I don't remember ever seeing the word with an apostrophe before. And so I wonder if the apostrophe was used commonly, like if you wrote like dialogue or if you had like a comic book or other things that had just a sec, I'll be there. Like, does that have the apostrophe? In 2004, was our localizer of this game somewhat old-fashioned in that regard? And it wasn't the norm then? I don't know. And I don't have any... I mean, I could actually maybe try digging up some of my old stories. And I was a serious enough Lauren that I might have done that, but I don't know. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. So late 2000s is when the apostrophe was dropped colloquially. See, that's my big question here. because this game has so much colloquialism, so much slang, so much like here in the now in the way that some of the characters, especially Goombella, speak. Like I feel like a lot of modern contemporary games like our time that are going for a very, very casual, very, very how people talk thing, like would never put that in. And I think part of that may be, as you say, maybe the rise of texting, the rise of Twitter, the rise of quick messaging, normalizing that. So when people are like, one of the things that I commented on when I played Night in the Woods was that the characters in Night in the Woods don't talk like normal people having everyday conversations. They talk the way that Scott Benson tweets, which may be in some ways similar to his natural spoken speech pattern. I don't know. I have not hung out with the dude in person, so I cannot say. But like I was contrasting that to Oxenfree, which is trying very hard to sound like the awkward, stumbling, real life conversations that people have, especially when they're in high school. But I feel like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we had a bit of musical, we just touched on musical theory. Now, I don't know if this counts as linguistics still, like I said. But it is something very, I think that's interesting. And then I also wonder if something were to come out from Nintendo, from like a more like old-fashioned traditional company that is more like of a professional like context in 2023, which, sorry if anybody's watching this video in the future, we are in 2023 right now. I don't know, sometimes people watch my videos from like 7 years ago and they're like, oh, what an interesting piece of history was occurring while this stream happened. But I do wonder, like, if Nintendo were to translate something now, would they put the apostrophe still in the word sec? Obviously, like the translators working for Nintendo, but following Nintendo's house styles and Nintendo's standards. Whereas, like, I would think that one of these really like casual, chatty sounding indie games absolutely would not, and I think part of the things that I've been playing, so I've been playing like either really casual, chatty indie games or games like Horizon Zero Dawn, in which that I don't think would pop up. But it is interesting. It's surprising. It's like when you're reading a text from like the early 1900s and there's a word that is hyphenated, that eventually the hyphen went away and it just became like just a total portmanteau. Just totally, we smashed those words together. And it's always a little bit jarring where you're like, oh, I suppose that word was originally not one word. I suppose it was originally two words and then hyphenated. Well, like that slightly discomfort, that slight discomfort that you feel there. That's kind of what my reaction was. And I thought that was really interesting because I overthink everything. This is what I do. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, Splatoon, that's a good point, because I've watched my roommate play some Splatoon, and that's interesting. God, the dialogue in that game is really funny. Which I had never really played Splatoon myself, but I've watched her play some of 2 and then some of 3. So it's very slangy, but it's slangy it's very highly stylized. That's the thing. A lot, like you kind of, if you make the decision to be super stylized, then you can choose to just do away with any number of grammatical rules and enter Toby Fox playing with language. No, but I'm inclined to say that they use the apostrophe not to emphasize Goombella's use of colloquialisms, but because they are, because Nintendo is less colloquial than its characters in this game. So at the time, like, they were punctuating things properly. And proper has kind of in some ways fallen by the wayside. Anyway, sorry, I know that's a tangent, but I really appreciate us talking about that because it's been kind of bugging me since it first popped up. Not that it bothers me, because it's obviously it's correct. That is the correct thing to do. That is what you were supposed to do. But just the reaction here that I felt the like jarring reaction to it, because it's been so long since I've seen that I hadn't even thought about the fact that, oh yes, I suppose you would do that. It has me thinking about myself, because I was a person who always, even when I was in high school and college, I would always capitalize my sentences and use proper punctuation, even when I was chatting with friends over ICQ and IRC, you know. There was kind of a point of pride eventually when I started texting, that I wanted to use full words, capitalization, punctuation. It's interesting because my manner of speech has become more stylized online, but it's still, it adapts a lot, because I am one of those people who mirrors her writing style and speaking patterns on the people that I'm associating with at any given time and the media I'm consuming. Yeah, I'm not always like, I'll leave off end punctuation these days, but I used to not, and it was like a point of pride. It was a way that I distinguished myself from the people who just didn't take language seriously. Baby Lauren. Baby Lauren was very serious all the time and really, really into language. I don't have the level of something that it would take, I think, to have gone into linguistics, but I do really, really enjoy language. But see, one of the, sorry, we're like going on this total tangent here, but one of the things that I most enjoy is that the way in which we break grammar and the way in which we break punctuation is in itself a stylistic choice that we can use to convey emotion and character and personality. So it is delightful to me that you can have things with just written text of people sending each other messages, and you can get a sense for people. And there's so much you can pick up about them as characters from the nuance of the way they type. It's really interesting. Like when I was playing Open Sorcery, I was able to make some conclusions about Janet, for example, versus Decker, based on the way that she wrote. It's like, this is a young person who takes herself seriously. I will occasionally lowercase only mode, but when I'm doing that, I do that for like a reason. Well, and then it's fascinating to see the way that I guess what was originally like Homestuckies got sort of filtered out into the wider internet to some degree, and then influenced Toby Fox in the writing of Undertale. And the next thing you know, I'm finding things that make me think of Undertale in the way that they're written, but then it turns out that actually they're a reference to Homestuck, and that's fascinating. So, yeah. Well, see, I feel like putting tons of ellipses is not even bending a punctuation rule. Like that's not even really breaking a thing. That's just using them a lot. Yeah, no, I know that Toby Fox is a Homestuck person. Like I know that full well. But it is really interesting to me that when I encounter things, sometimes I assume that they are inspired in the way that they talk by Toby Fox games. And then find out they've been talking. Like I have a friend who was one of the Homestuck composer folks, who's the flute playing on the flute stuff. So it's one of my flute friends, who was really frustrated because like he's got some Homestucky mannerisms in the way that he types. And after Undertale came out, people assumed that it was because of Undertale. And he's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love Undertale, but I've been doing this for much longer. And I think that's really interesting. Yeah, no, so that sort of thing is really fascinating. And I do think that they do a good job. They're doing a really good job of conveying personality through the dialogue in this game, which is super fun. That's part of why, like, I can't do voices. I can't act. I'm not an actor. But there's certain characters that I can put on. Like, I really enjoy putting on the voice of reading their dialogue in this game. And it's delightful. Like, obviously, I'm having the time of my life with Flurrie here. She's really fun. But it is neat. I don't know. And it's a thing that I'm thinking about because I might be working on my writing project right now that is going to be dependent on words and voices to be able to tell characters. So it's something that I'm thinking about because I don't know how much how much I can do that. So I'm working on that. So I'm thinking a lot about it. Thank you, Chrono. Well, I do try. I do try. I feel like if I can get the feel of a person in there, that's okay. Thank you, Chrono. Chrono has been trying to help me feel better about the fact that I can't act. So I appreciate your words of support, my friend. Ah, editor's tilt, editor's own personal style. Yeah, well, that's another thing that I could see as a possibility. Is that the person who put it, but it also feels like it could be Nintendo's house style. Is affect, not to be confused with effect. Language. I do some dramatic reading. It's hard when you're supposed to actually be a character instead of just a narrator. I don't know, man. Oh, really? Okay, interesting, Serious Inc. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Chrono. Oh my gosh, it is fun throwing effect and affect and effect into a sentence together. All right, I'm gonna get back to this game so that we can eventually get through this scene, but I've really enjoyed this tangent. And you know what? In previous streams of this game, we have learned about turtles and triangles and squares and things. So there's this is my educational game series. All right. So Flurrie was saying, "What's that? Do speak up. You, whoever just spoke. Do you have some clue as to my necklace's whereabouts? If you do, you must help me. Please be a dear. Find it and bring it back to me. If you could, then I'd be delighted to help my squishy little friend, Punio." Don't worry, Madame Flurrie. I'm sure Mario can find your necklace. Word is, he's Super Mario. Super Mario. Super Mario. Super Mario. I'm sorry. Oh man. Amazing. Seriously, isn't that the Star Trek game thing? I feel like I've seen that. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I watched that actually with the friend who I originally saw play this game. That's going back a while. All right, anyway, Super Mario. Super Mario. You can do it, right, Mario? Nah. Yes, of course. Mario is a hero. He will absolutely do this. Great. It's decided then. Let's go find it. It would be adorable and is very likely the case if this is the answer regardless of what you pick. I'm sorry to trouble you so. You're going to be able to hear the heart in her voice. Oh, thank you so much. All right. Well, I gotta fling myself. Gonna yeet myself off that cliff. It's funny, all these like slangy terms that I never thought would actually enter my vocabulary because I'm so incredibly uncool. He's still going. He's still going. Punio, you can do it. You can do it, Punio. Punio. I believe in you. You can do it, my friend. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna... Punio! Alright. I rescued him. Are we all happy? Oh my gosh. That poor little Buggy. Oh, he's so cute though. Okay, so the only reason I don't use semicolons all the time is that my undergraduate writing mentor told me I wasn't allowed to use any more semicolons. And so that's why I use M dashes all the time. To be fair, M dashes actually are more flexible than semicolons, and I was technically not always using semicolons correctly. Oh, look at this! Oh, Vivian is trying to stand up for herself again. Honey, I'm so sorry. I'm really proud of you because it's really hard to try to enforce boundaries with somebody who absolutely will not respect them. She's trying so hard. So the thing about semicolons is that it's not just that you're joining two sentences. They should actually have a connection. Like, you're not like arbitrarily putting, not arbitrarily putting two sentences together with a semicolon. Like, there has to be a direct connection, kind of like, because of this happened. Not exactly like, oh, cause and effect sort of thing, but it needs to be like a very clear, either it's a direct parallel, direct comparison, or some other way in which they're like super directly related. And I would just put them in everywhere. And I know I put M dashes everywhere. I love them. On my little like iPad keyboard thingy, if I hit dash twice, it turns it into an M dash. So it's great. I love semicolons. No, I love them. My teacher told me I wasn't allowed to use them ever again. She was like, you're just done. It's like my voice teacher telling me I wasn't allowed to sing any more tragic folk songs. Yes, Whooper, exactly. Yes, those are good examples, but I don't know that I always did that when I was in high school and early university. But these days I just use M dashes because you can use them all sorts of ways. They're beautiful and flexible. You can interrupt yourself. You can interrupt your own interruptions. Excellent. All right, Serious Inc. Well, tell your friend that I am team M dashes and I'll fight them. I used to be team semicolon until I got my semicolons taken away, but M dashes have been there for me and then some. I'm sorry. Why do you folks watch me again? Ostensibly we're playing a video game, but let's be real here. Oh man. Cats. Oh, by the way, Chrono, did you see? There. In a pile of laundry and blankets. Cat. N dashes aren't as flexible. N dashes are used between numerals, depending on the style guide that you're following. But when I was working as a proofreader and editor, that was our house style. Yes, N dashes. N dashes are smaller than an M dash, and you use them between numerals. You use them if a sentence, like if somebody's speaking and they're cut off, then you can end that with an N dash instead of an M dash. There's a couple of, or if you're, what's the word for it? But when you have like what Whooper is doing, when you have, no, that's not quite it. No, but it's if you have like a two-word, like a phrase that is two words. Then like you have like an N dash between that word, that with a space, and the word after it. But you don't put you're not supposed to do like a bunch of hyphens together. I don't care. I hyphenate things. But when I was following stricter style guides for work, the compound hyphenated adjective becomes an N dash. It's annoying. Oh, good. Excellent, Serious Inc. That's fine. That's fair. Yes, Whooper, that's it, exactly. Natural gas is thing, and it's gas fired, but it's natural gas fired. So you put an N dash there to indicate that fired is hyphenated to the compound two-word phrase before it. Punctuation. It's rad. I like to put hyphens everywhere. I just hyphenate everything. Peter, hi! Well, no, Peter, but the thing is they took my semicolons away from me, and then I had dashes, and I've only seldom looked back. Yes, no, my undergrad writing mentor told me I was not allowed to use semicolons in her classes. And I minored in writing and took her classes quite a few times, so it was great. I don't do technical writing, but I've done content writing, I've done proofreading, editing, all sorts of things. I've been a copywriter for many years, which brings with it editing and proofreading, which I've also done. We can put punctuation marks on the drama queen scale if we want to. All right, anyway, back to Beldam's gaslighting abusive behavior. Don't tempt me, Nervous Black Rabbit. Don't tempt me to get a character who just start talking about punctuation marks. Connor, do you think Robin could go off of punctuation marks? I think she could. Oh my god. Okay, question. Since we have a lovely number of editors and writers and proofreaders and translators in the audience, on the drama queen scale, would M dashes or semicolons rank higher? And with that question, while you think about that yourselves, I'm going to read this dialogue. All right. So, oh, well, never mind. Okay. There does not appear to be a debate. It seems that almost everybody who has an opinion on the subject okay, amazing. All right, Sephiroth, you're a semicolon, my friend. I'm delighted by this. Almost unanimous. Almost unanimous. Oh my god. Oh my god. My stomach's gonna hurt at the end of the stream. You can be poetic and use M dashes. I refer you to Emily Dickinson. Oh, but 2 semicolons are crying. Okay. Alright. I cannot argue with that. The most dramatic of all punctuation marks. Anyway. Alright, good though. We're getting some argument happening here. Alright. Beldam, I told you. Blaming me for losing the sketch, and you had it. Silence, you twit. Now is not the time to get hung up on stupid details. We must study this sketch. Did she actually have it this whole time? And she's still mad at Vivian because it's still Vivian's fault, even though it's absolutely not in any way Vivian's fault. Poor sad little Vivian. Go. There it is. You've got it. You totally had it this whole time. What a butt. What a butt. Okay, well, Beldam goes on the butt scale. And yes, ellipses actually probably would be close to Genesis. Genesis would use a lot of ellipses. In fact, I bet he does. We just put ellipses on the Genesis side of things. Just, can we all agree? All right. Oh my god, she's got a crush on him. Wow. This Mario guy looks so manly. Check out that bushy mustache. How handsome. Okay, so this is totally sexy Mario. You know something though, my lovelies? I swear I've seen this gentleman before. Ack! He's Mr. Mustache. Gus, what I've been trying to tell you, sis. I wouldn't be surprised if Beldam had cursed her so she couldn't speak. Yes, handsome Squidward Mario. That's what I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember the name of the character because I didn't really watch a lot of SpongeBob. I'm sorry. Yuck! I don't believe this! Vivian, this is without a doubt all your fault. Okay, I can see why I think Vivian's everyone's favorite. I'll be dealing out some strict punishment later, my dearie. Oh yes, I promise you that. That's actually really concerning. I mean, like, it's one thing to be, like, manipulative and lying and abusive in that way, but when you're punishing the person, which punishment doesn't have to be, like, physical abuse, but it's still, like, really, really, like, dramatically bad. I don't know. Beldam's pretty bad. What? That's not fair. You're the one who had the... She's trying. Honey. Silence, you squirrel brain. Don't you cop that insolent attitude with me. Oh, this is not fair. And about that necklace. I was thinking of returning it to you, but no more. This is exactly the kind of move that a person like this would pull. I mean, it's like absolute lies. There's no way that she was ever going to give it back, but she can pretend that she was so that she can hurt Vivian more. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh. And since you caused this problem, you have to figure out how to find this Mario chump. Join my party, Vivian. Join my party. Be my friend. We'll treat you better than this. Ugh. Oh. Alright, so we gotta go get that necklace back. I don't even know that Beldam is going on a power trip. I think she just lives on a power trip. Some people are like that, unfortunately. It is not a good way to be. Generally don't hurt other people. It's my professional wisdom here. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Oh, I'm gonna jump on your head. I'm really bad at... Oh my gosh. No! Hold on. I got it, finally. Oh. Okay, yeah, timing is different here, isn't it? Let's see if I can do it. Yes! Oh no! Can I hammer you? Whatever. I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna... Well, no. That's fine. Wait, did I not damage it? I did. That's fine. I mean, I guess actually maybe... Wait, I didn't damage it? Oh, I thought that I damaged it too. Well, whatever. Okay. You jerk butt. That's okay. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll ever not sing that. They're like, hey Lauren, you know you're supposed to actually use moves, right? And I'm like, what? Moves? Me? Never. I hear something springing. That's the thing that I hear springing. Okay. Alright, no, we're gonna switch to her, and she's going to take out one of them. Yes! Okay. Alright, and then you, I'm gonna... Power smash. Beep, 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 beep! So, like... Oh! Oh! One of my friends, I guess... Can I hammer you now? Yes, I can. Yeah. Okay. Well, that worked out well. Bam. So you want to try to knock them down as fast as you can, I guess. Yes, a nice non-conductive hammer. Are these trees? Maybe not. Well, I'm gonna hit them with my hammer. Oh, no! Alright, you're going to hammer time. I feel like if I were better at video games, the cool thing to do would be to talk my nonsense while I'm fighting. So that we can, like, then get through the rest of the game. But I don't know how good I am at, like, focusing on talking or things. Like, just focusing on things is hard, really. Did I hit this tree? I don't think I did. Alright. Back to the triangles. Can I get this now? No. Yeah, I'm not great at focusing on things. We're gonna go back and find the witches. The spooky sisters. Oh, hello. Wait, where did you go? Where did you go? No, no. You. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Okay, Coops. Okay, you're going to change with Coops so that you can hit these guys. And you're going to hammer time this guy. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, sweet. Oh. Yay! Okay. Oh, you need to level up, my buddy. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Well, Mario, you're gonna hammer that, and we're gonna go. Boop, 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 boop. It's definitely faster. Okay. You really, like, it keeps you on your toes. You know? Like, you can't just smash. Like, you can't just press down the A button and leave it the way you can in Final Fantasy VI, which I love very, very much. Okay, to be fair, that one's probably my fault. However, you are a butt, sir, and I am going to hit you with a hammer really slowly. Yeah, take that, mister. Mr. Butt-chin Man. Alright. Yes, as a reminder, we're not playing Disco Elysium this week because I am going to a concert. I should probably use my healing ability because I bet I'm gonna have to fight a boss over there. You know? Haha! Alright. And yeah, it feels like you should have some sort of invincibility or the enemies walk away from you or something. Okay, no, we're gonna switch to you. You're gonna shell toss this guy, and then Mario is going to use points to take out the butt. Sorry. That's just what it is. Beep, 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 beep. Amazing. Amazing. That's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, Mario, you're going to summon some star power. We're gonna try to sweet treat. So I can figure this out. Oops. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, and then you are going to attack it. I don't think this is going to do much damage, but... yeah, it didn't do much damage. And maybe it undizzied him. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, yeah, you didn't undizzy. Okay. Oh, well. Well, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Doesn't matter. I don't have healing items anymore. We'll be fine. We'll use some... we'll do something. We'll get through this eventually. Hello, sisters. Okay. Beldum has finally figured this out. Well, if it isn't Mario. Shiny mustache or no? You can't be too bright if you came here looking for us. And you know why? Because we were waiting for you. I remember. They're the ones with... hey, wait a second. What do you mean you've been waiting for Mario? That sounds suspicious. I have no quarrel with you, but I simply can't allow you to hunt for the crystal stars. And so I'll be taking that little map of yours just as soon as I deal with you. Whoa, whoa, scary lady. How do you know about the map and the crystals? Have you talked to Princess Peach or something? Hey, now that I think about it, who are you anyway? I always feel bad not having Goombella in my party when I meet people or talk to people or anything. I like Koops. I just like Goombella best. She's my best girl, and we're gonna go on an adventure. And I love hearing her gossipy way of giving people a hard time. But this is pretty funny. His kind of like, wait, none of this makes any sense. This is good too. Those who seek names are often disappointed. But if you insist, we'll tell you. What is even the point of that line, Beldum? Those who seek names are often disappointed. But I'll tell you. Why even set it up like that? We are the three. Oh, look at that. She can speak. She can speak. So she just has been saying "guh." That's interesting. The three shadow beauties. The three shadow beauties. Vivian, you nincompoop. What are you babbling about? It's shadow sirens. I don't see three beauties. I see two, but then there's you and your plug ugly. That's just unnecessarily mean here. Oh, right, sis, I'm sorry. It's just you always call us lovelies, and it's just a figure of speech. Oh, you've got some fierce punishment coming your way. She fell over. Oh, gee whiz. I hate being punished. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. That's for later, though. First, we have to deal with this Mario and his friends. Let's do it, my lovelies. Or rather, my lovely and ugly. Marilyn. Vivian. Why are you such a butt, Beldum? Who peed in your cornflakes? The might of the three shadow sirens will be more than enough to win the day. Oh, okay. Gah. Neither one of them wants to fight me. The younger sisters don't want to fight me. It's most unlucky that our sights are set on you. Well, unlucky for you, of course. Marilyn, Vivian, let's show them precisely what we can do. this part is really cool. Yeah. Do 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 do. Oh, we'll take a moment to talk about that actually, folks. Okay, I'm gonna quiet this music a little bit. So I think it's pretty cool and catchy music, but hold on. So I've been kind of trying to like quietly ignore folks talking about, because I just met Vivian, and so I'm like, oh no, I don't want folks to be talking about Vivian when I haven't gotten to know her. But if in the original version, it would be clear from now that they would have established that she's trans, and they took that out of the English version. So it is not that I will learn more about Vivian and get to know her better as a person, and learn that for myself, but actually just that they've basically removed that from the game. Okay, in the last scene, Beldam makes a transphobic comment in Japanese. And I will not learn about this from the localized version later. Okay. That is important then. Okay. Sorry, because I try to avoid... I mean, I can understand wanting to take hateful speech out and replace it with something generic that's not directly offensive. Like, Beldam just being generally awful and horrible is less... Like, no, none of us are going to be personally damaged by Beldam saying just generically awful things. Like, we might have like a triggered flashback moment of some sort to perhaps past experiences in our own lives that mirror the way that Beldam treats her sisters. But we're not in any like sort of like major hurt way. But I do think that taking transphobic comments out of a game means that because this is the thing that actually when people were saying hate, like characters were saying hateful things in Disco Elysium, and I'll gloss over that since I'm not going to spoil other games that I'm playing, but one of the nice things is that like if you set it up like with like fictional people in a fictional situation and use fictional words and fictional arguments, you're not going to say a thing that is directly hurtful to one person. There's like something removed. So I can understand a decision could be made to take those insults out so that folks who are trans playing this game won't be hurt by words that have been used to hurt them personally. And there's value to that decision. Whether it's the right thing to do or not, I think is a circumstantial thing. However, if the character who is, you know, perfectly sympathetic and lovable as far as I can tell, like, if that's part of who she is, and you as the player are supposed to know that that's part of who she is, then find another way to work it into the dialogue that's not hateful, you know, hateful transphobic speech. I don't know how, but but again, also it was also 2004. No, and so that's another thing that I think is worth considering, that Nintendo may very well have said this simply will not fly. You can't do that. Well, I'm okay. I think it's okay for kids media to tackle bigotry, absolutely, but it should be done carefully. And so then you kind of like ask yourself, like, how do we deal with this, and what are we doing? Like, how do we address this real world situation that some of the audience will have had firsthand experience with in a way that is less likely to cause harm to them, but still acknowledges and confronts some of these difficult things. Like, it absolutely can be done. I don't think that children's stories need to be scrubbed of any harmful content. But I can understand a non-transphobic reason to want to remove specifically transphobic insults against her. However, I'm more inclined to believe that this is probably something that Nintendo would have done in the past because of content that they didn't think was appropriate that I would disagree with them on. Hello, Swag Fam. I see you are rating. I'm sorry. We're having a conversation about some sort of serious stuff. We're talking about localization and the erasure of a trans character in this game. This is my first time playing Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Apparently at this point in the game, if you played it in Japanese, there would have been hints dropped enough to let you know that this character is a trans girl. But that was removed. So her trans status was not removed in all localizations. Was it specifically the English language version? And yes, I know you can count on me to be a chatterbox. That's what I do. Look, some of us are gifted with excessive speech. That's me. So English and German, they scrubbed it. The Italian version kept it and made it more blatant. Did they do so in a way that wasn't hurtful? Like, did they give her more moments that were not other people saying hateful things to her? Oh, Vivian, honey. Oh, I just realized she wanted to keep a beautiful necklace. She's trying to express herself through like her sense of style, clearly, like her idea of what she should, you know, who she is and how she can present herself. Oh, Dr. McKenna, that would have been great. That's the thing. If they had taken out transphobic, hateful comments and replaced somewhere else in the game included something like that, then I would say, okay, you're trying to not hurt people. That's like good. Your decision arises from wanting to not hurt people, as opposed to just straight up erasing a character's identity. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I love Vivian. I loved Vivian even without realizing that because she's the sympathetic, lovable one. Like, this isn't like they decided to make an awful character be the trans character. They made the one that they know you're gonna love their trans character. And you're supposed to sympathize with her and care about her and relate to her and like her. Good. Well, good. Good job. I'd like to think that somebody in the original character creation team was like, we're gonna do this. And she's gonna be great and everyone's gonna love her and you can't take that from me or from everyone else. And just thinking of somebody fighting for the fact that this beautiful, sweet, sympathetic character was gonna be a trans girl in 2004. That's actually pretty remarkable. Like, and from a Japanese property, no less, when I know that things can be a bit more outside of my own understanding. I know there's additional complications. Like, that's cool. I'm glad that they did that. Yeah. Can I say something really nasty and snarky here? And yeah, no, Birdo is a kind of a counterexample, unfortunately. Okay. My dear, delightful, overly sensitive... Darn all those translators censoring games for us. How dare they take away the original game developer's vision by censoring things for cultural reasons? Why? Why don't you ever hear those people who are only concerned about the integrity of the original creation? Why do they never mention Vivian? Gosh, that's so strange. Why is it always the desexualization of little girls that they complain about? I wonder. What a mystery. These woke translators have gone too far. I'm sorry. Anyway, since I full on went on a rant about this kind of thing last stream, I feel like I can do that here. Anyway, yeah. Actually 1,000 years old, so it's okay. Yes, absolutely. And yeah, no, I love the reclaiming of Birdo, but there was a reclaiming required of her. But I think that it's gone on to be like a beautiful story. Like, I think she has been reclaimed, and I've known people for whom she was really important. And I think that's fantastic. But Vivian is without a doubt positive representation. And like, if you're gonna complain about scrubbing controversial subjects out of games and how dare Nintendo's localizers, etc., etc., etc. See, the thing is, I've had that conversation actually with people about how translation is never, there's no such thing as translations ever being one-to-one. Like, you simply can't do that. Even if you go completely literally translating from one language into another, there's so much nuance and context and culture and slight definition like leanings that there's no way you can 100% capture it exactly. So you have to make decisions about whether you want to keep the language closer or the meaning closer, or like, do you want to give the same kind of experience to a player that they would have if they were from the original culture that the original game came out in? Or do you want to be truer to communicating it as it would sound and lose some of that cultural experience and comfort? And so like, So it's a complicated thing. And so when I say that when I'm like criticizing localization here, I want it to be clear that I am not siding with the people. If my ridiculous facial expressions were not clear enough, because I know that sometimes that cannot be clear, I am making fun of the people who harass and send death threats to translators for daring to damage the vision by censoring the property originally, by usually taking out boobs and the sexualization of little girls and things like that. It's a thing. Yeah, no, there were a number of people from, I think Treehouse is the name of Nintendo's translating group, and yeah, some of them got really actively harassed and doxxed and left gaming and translation altogether. And like, there are conversations to be had about what is good translation and what works and what doesn't work and what kind of an agenda a person might bring to their translation. There are conversations to be had about whether, you know, like, my example is always, what would we do with Mother 3 if we were to bring it over? I would want it to be fully localized the way Earthbound was, so that as a person in like my English speaking culture, I have an immediate gut reaction to things that is what was intended by the original creators, even if the actual references and style of humor and things are different. Because when I played Mother 3, as much as I absolutely loved a lot of it, I'm not even talking about the Magypsies. Before we even get to the Magypsies, what are we gonna do about Duster's dad's sense of humor? What are we gonna do about the two slapstick guys? I think they're both guys, who show up repeatedly and are a direct reference to a particular recurring, like kind of like the equivalent of like having like the Marx Brothers walk into something, where like they mean, like, that means something to, I mean, maybe not as much like now, but like that's kind of come through secondhand. But like, sorry, what was I saying? Like there's these other things. No, I don't remember what they were, but there were these two characters that were a particular Japanese kind of humor, and I had to have explained to me by audience, like by folks in chat, what the humor was, where it came from, what the context was. Yeah, the comedians. Like, it meant nothing to me, and granted, comedy frequently goes over my head, and that's okay. But I did not have the cultural context to get it. So it just felt like this weird thing that meant nothing to me. But the original intent in Mother 3 is not for it to feel like this weird othering thing. It's for you to think it's funny as this kind of joke. And so that's what I'm talking about with the localization of Mother 3, not even getting to the Magypsies, because that is a much more complicated question to answer. Yeah, so something that, like, if they had them like imitating stand-up or something like that, or like if it felt like a sitcom in like a way that like it put on that, like those are things that they could do. But that's a different decision than just I'm going to translate it, which is closer to what Tomato did. And I understand why Tomato did what he did, but I would personally prefer the experience that I had in Earthbound, because I felt that it was seamless, and I could have the right emotional response and the right reaction to things. Like, I was utterly appalled by Duster's father in Mother 3, and I wasn't supposed to be, because he's a comic archetype in Japan that is known to be funny and thought to be funny. Without any of that cultural context, I can't even be like, oh, well, he's like supposed to be like a Homer Simpson, who I don't think is funny, but I know that people think it's funny. There's just something about the particulars of it felt very different for me. I didn't get it. And again, I'm not really a comedy person, so like some of that may be on me. But no. So there are some localizations. It's not that he didn't do any localization, but like the question of like how much localization and where do you do it and how much do you change the game? That's a big question. Anyway, Fandangolo, if you're still here, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. I was just kind of on a tear. No, I have definitely heard people talk about, like I've heard, like for example, when Bridget from Guilty Gear was formally like announced to be a trans girl, there was kind of like this handover from the femboys giving her to the transgender like girl community and being like, please take care of her. We loved her and she was good to us. You know, now you love her and be good to her. Like, which I thought was very, very sweetly done. That's mostly how I saw it. Testament is different, because Testament was just like Testament's a different situation where that's a person who's non-binary, and maybe wasn't like actively male presenting, but it's a different thing. But yeah, no, I definitely can understand how strange it might feel to lose somebody who kind of helped you feel less alone in the world as somebody to look to. I can only hope that as things open up and more characters can be like openly trans and more people and public figures can be openly trans, that other characters and public figures and so on can be openly, you know, gender bending, non-binary, whatever particular expression or identity is theirs, and express that so that instead of like losing some of the representation that is important to you, that there is more to go around to everybody. You know, that's what I'm hoping that this trend is, this I hate to use the word trend because I know that it can be used in some hateful ways, but this I don't mean like trend as in trendiness. I mean more like this is a thing that there has been a shift as characters like Bridget are able to have different stories. And I'm hoping that, like I said, I'm hoping that's kind of part of a wave of more of everybody, more of everything, more representation, more presence. So let's hope. Let's hope that's what the future holds. If for those of us who make stories, let us keep making stories with us and all of our rich, diverse selves. And do our best to make sure that we're adding to the beauty and richness of the world by expressing who we are and who the people we love are, and the multifaceted aspects of humanity that regressive people wish to pretend don't exist. But as somebody who went from identifying as bi-pan to identifying as gay and kind of having like one foot in the door outside of womanhood, like for me, like I can understand there is an importance in saying I'm going to choose to redefine myself, which will recontextualize everything that has come before this moment. So I can also understand why it's important for characters like Bridget to have a journey that settles in something more conclusive. Sometimes that is a useful journey. So we just need to have more journeys and more characters and more stories and more moments like this. So I will do my best to put stories like that into the world and to talk about things like this on stream. And do what I can to provide a space for my queer siblings and provide knowledge as I have it with others who are seeking my perspective and the perspective of others who care to share. It's one of the things that I can do. You know? I can't save the world, but we can have these conversations and we can talk about these things. And maybe there's somebody who's listening who doesn't fully understand all of this, but is listening and maybe getting a better understanding of more people than they maybe had to start with. So I like to think, and I've had that happen before in streams. In fact, I've had people ask questions genuinely in good faith that we have answered, and then I've seen them come around. And when other people have questions or doubts in the future, like they're able to kind of take those first baby steps as like a vocal ally using kind of what they've learned and what they've understood. So, you know, people can grow and learn, and that's really important. So I try. It feels really kind of almost pretentious to say that, but I do think that if I have a space, I might as well try to do something good with it. And put forth what I think the world needs more of as best I can. So that's what we do. So that's why we can just stop for 20 minutes and talk about Vivian and the erasure of trans representation in this beautiful girl who deserves better. And I'm hoping that she does get better. I'm hoping that she becomes friends with Mario. I'm kind of afraid that she's going to be kind of that these three are going to be sort of the Team Rocket of this game, which means that she's not going to join my party until possibly the very end. But that's all right. I just hope that she gets a happy ending. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't always have good words, but I have a lot of words, and sometimes some of them come out well. Sometimes they don't. Oh, man. Okay, look, if we want to talk about awkward or bad translations of anime that came out in the 90s and early 2000s, like, there's a whole world of concerns there. Yes, we talked about the Cousins. Although what is funny about that, actually, is that Cousins was what queer women who were lovers living together, how they would like, go move to the countryside in some place where nobody knew them, and they would say, oh, we're spinsters, we're cousins, we're little old ladies that happen to live together. They were girlfriends. They were girlfriends. But cousins was like an agreed upon term for that. So I sometimes wonder whether the person who chose to translate it that way, that was like, maybe somebody made that particular choice intentionally when they were forced to scrub it. They were like, well, fine, if I have to erase that they're lovers. What if I put in a very long-standing traditional way of disguising that? Be neat. Anyway, yes, sorry about the music. I turned the music down a bit so that it would be less distracting. But this was when folks talked about Vivian, so this is when we had to talk about it, so... All right. Marilyn says, "Guh. I wonder if she's Marilyn because she's blonde, like Marilyn Monroe." Yes, I absolutely think Mario would accept people of any sorts. Yes, sis. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Oh, I need to change to, yes, you need to change to Tattle. Goombella needs to be able to gossip about these ladies. Mario, you're gonna do what we've all wanted to do this entire time and jump on Beldam's head. I mean... Oh, she's so sad. She's really cute. Marilyn is really cute too. All right. You are going to tattle on everybody. Marilyn is like sad about hitting you, but she kind of like has some fun like with like the like sloppy bits. But poor Vivian just does not want to be here. I'm sorry, honey. That's Vivian. She's the youngest of the 3 Shadow Sirens. Max HP is 10, attack is 1, and defense is 0. She doesn't seem all that noteworthy. She is kind of cute, I guess. Alright, disaster bisexual Goombella continues. She might even be cuter than... Okay. Alright. Goombella is clearly... I looked at the... Somebody sent me the text of what Goombella says when she meets Miss Mouse. And she does not like her. Unless she's flustered. But that's so far, that's been the only girl that she hasn't commented on how cute she is. And I think that she might be like... angry about Miss Mouse. in complicated ways. Yeah, no, she does. Goombella doesn't feel the need to be self-deprecating. I think she could be a good friend. I would like for Goombella and Vivian to be like college pals. And Goombella's like, all right, honey, we'll get you away from your nasty sisters and we're gonna go have a good time. Oh, Goombella can be a little catty. Of course she doesn't like the mouse. Oh my god, amazing. I guess. What am I thinking? Oh my god. Okay, I would write a college AU, they're humans fic of this. I'm gonna just keep jumping on Beldam's head because who's gonna tell me that's a bad idea? Even if it's a bad idea. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, look at that. Look at how rainbows she is. She's super rainbows. Excellent. Okay. All right, Marilyn. That's Marilyn. She's a Shadow Siren, Beldam's younger sister. Max HP is 12, attack is 2, and defense is 0. She charges up her attacks occasionally. Says here she's the toughest of the sisters, so it might be best to defeat her first, huh? Other than that, she doesn't have any particularly outstanding characteristics. Did I get smalled? Oh shoot! They were gonna throw that. That was a good thing, wasn't it? Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I got smalled. Well, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna sweet treat and hope for the best. Because we're missing damage and also smalls. Oh shoot. Shoot. Okay, well that could have been worse. Okay, Mario is healed. Oh no, I got punched. I'm not even blocking. Oh man, it is hard to figure out the timing on her. She is huge. Her attack power is now boosted. Well, you are going to tattle on Miss Meanie Butt, and then Mario's going to jump on her head again. That's Beldum. She's the oldest sister, the leader of the Shadow Sirens. Max HP is 9, attack is 1, and defense is 0, but her Blizzard attack has an attack of 2. She can make her partners big and make us tiny, and attacks with weird magic. The worst thing about her is that sinister snicker. She sounds so totally evil. The worst thing about her is that she's a meanie butt. I mean, she's just the sort of person you want to avoid like the plague, you know? One of those phrases that has not aged well. But yes, she is pretty terrible. I mean, I don't even need that, but we did get a bingo. B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. Look at that. We got a lot of friends. Okay, cool. Okay, you're going to... I'm going to fail at this. So I'm going to just jump on Beldum's head. You're tougher than I thought, Mr. Mustache. I guess it's time to stop toying with you, Oh. Oh. Oh, that was bad news. Danger. You're going to kill Beldum? Now it's up to you. I guess I should probably use an item. I could have used Mr. Softener, but I didn't. Oh, she's really not very good at punching. Her timing is really hard. All right. Oh, hold on. Ha! Wham! There goes an audience member. That's all right. Okay, you're going to... I don't want to hit you, girls. But I guess I have to. I'm sorry, honey. I wouldn't if I didn't have to. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, you're gonna jump on poor Vivian. I'm sorry, Vivian. Sorry, sis. Oh. Oh. And then you're gonna head bonk her. Yeah. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Jeez. All right. What if I power smash you? Beep, 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 beep. And then I jump on you and hopefully don't die in the process. Okay. We did that. Go. Oh. Well, we leveled up. Well, we leveled up. Oh, man. I didn't want to hurt them, but I don't think that this game gives you an option to not. But there are definitely fights that you don't want to have in video games, and I'm glad that these days there are video games where you can not fight the people you don't want to fight. Thank you, Toby Fox. Thank you very much. All right. I think I'm at the point where maybe I want more flower power. Or maybe more health. I'm starting to use flower power a bit more. But health is always useful. I mean, the thing is I'll get another level eventually. It's not like I won't. What do I want to do here? You know, I'm going to go with flower power. We're going to do flower power. We're going to do that. Oh, wee hack. Ooh. Maybe we were just a touch overconfident. Marilyn, Vivian, you lumps. We would have won if you two pulled your weight. Actually, you were the first person out of the battle. Both of you prepare for a world-class punishment session when we get home. Gah. Yes, sis. Oh. Mario looks mad. Do you see the intensity and seriousness of his angry eyebrows? He's mad, Miss Mario. He's simmering, yes. He's like, I need to stop that mean lady from being awful to her sisters. Yes, his sense of justice has been offended. Well, like, I don't think that Mario would ever pick on Luigi like that, you know? He knows what it's like to have siblings. That's Flurrie's necklace. Yes, let's take it to her. Oh my god. Impending Goombella crush, huh? Because Goombella just kind of has a little bit of a crush on everybody. She falls in love with everybody a lot. All right, hold on. I want to find the save point. There's a save point, isn't there? I thought there was a save point. Where's the save point? Was just left of where I fought. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Oh, shoot. The bad guys came back. No, bad guys. No, I don't want to fight. No! Fine. Fine. Beep, 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 beep. I suppose I could just run, but I wouldn't do that. That's not how I roll right now. I'm sorry. All right, Koops, it's your turn. I need to get that badge that lets me swap partners in battle. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go save. If you have to go sleep, don't worry. I probably won't have anything particularly exciting happening before we save, so. Beep, 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 beep.